Hey everyone, hope you all are well. I'm making a video finally on a piece by piece project, and I guess the first thing I would show you, actually I'll show you the whole thing first, but this is an actual box, and it's a present for my boyfriend's mom, and I can't wait till she gets it. Because I know she's wanted one of these things for a while, and it's actually a cameo silhouette. So isn't that crazy how sometimes you buy things for other people that you, for whatever reason, don't buy for yourself. But anyway, this is just two of them because I made some other cards as well, but I'm going to show you these first, and then the other cards separately. So I made a birthday box top, or I don't know, a gift box topper, I guess. I mean, like, I could have stuck just like a bow on top, but this box is kind of big, and I had to make the wrapping paper myself because we only had Christmas wrapping paper, and so I just turned it over and I started stamping everywhere with some stamps that I had. But this is the topper, box topper. So I guess I'll start with the base. The base, I started with a couple of doilies and some chipboard on the bottom to make it more sturdy, and I used some of these silk flowers that I got from actually a wedding shower. Like, I won this in one of their games. It was this thing right here that I got a long time ago, and I just like took them out. I'm like, cool, I could use it for crafts. But yeah, I just made a little small bunch of the flowers, and I love these colors. So yeah, and then on the bottom of it I used some of this. It's really hard to tell. I don't know if I even have I don't have any with me right now, but it's basically that tulle trim in like a really light brown though, and so I just glued it around the bouquet, I guess you could call it. And then I also put some, what else did I use? I used some of this Prima trim from my stash around it too, so you could kind of tell right there. And then in between the flowers I tucked some of this lace right here, and it's a really wide lace, so I cut it in half. Let me see if I can get it without making you guys sick. Oh, okay, so this was the tulle trim that I used. It's brown. Okay, and then the wide lace that I used was this one right here. Whoops. A wing got caught on it. So it's this one right here, and it's really, really wide. So I just, I cut it in half, and I ruffled it, and then I just stuck it in between the flowers. And then I got some pearls, pearl strands going throughout the bouquet. And then in the front right here, I have this, what do you call these, like resin cameo frames that Beverly has in her store. And then this is just like a stamp sentiment that I cut out with some pattern paper. It was like a bow bunny paper. And I used some of her brown burlap trim to make a bow, and I also used this pink silk ribbon for the bow, and I just stuck them together. And to make it this stand up, I just basically glued this bottom part onto the middle of the bow, and then I glued some of the petals onto the back of the frame also to make it stay up and stay still, basically. And yeah, I think that's it for this one right here. So I hope she likes it. I'm sure she's gonna like save this and put it somewhere. I don't know, but okay. And then I made her a card. I used that Recollections corrugated card stuff, And so I used some Melissa Francis paper in there, and I think it's called, what is it called? C'est la vie. Okay, so it's called C'est la vie, and I use this organza looking trim right here, and it's scallop with the dots in the scallop. And then I also use this thin pleated trim here, and I put some of this crystal chain in the middle, and I distressed it also with some vintage photo distress ink. And then I just put a doily that I got from downtown in the middle. And this right here, I stamped this image of a girl holding a birthday cake on some fabric. And then I cut up some of this, I keep forgetting what it's called, but I love it. It's like some daisy trim in a mauve color, but I went over it a little bit with some snow cap dabber paints from Ranger. And then I use this candy gem spray, and I just use this fabric tape to hold it in place. It's a My Road fabric tape. And then this right here is the teacup and saucer chipboard piece, and Beverly sells these, and it came with like the little tea bag too, but I didn't use it. I basically embossed it with some of the Stampendous shabby pink embossing enamel, and it came out really cool. It has like glitter in it, and gold, pink, and white embossing powders. So this is the set for my boyfriend's mom. So Lynn, I hope you enjoy it, and then I'm going to go off and show you my next 2 cards. So I'll be right back. Alright everyone, I'm back. I'm going to show you the rest of the cards that I made on the bed because the desk is a mess. There's no room. Okay, so the second card that I made was this fabric card right here. And I used this fabric that I got from the Goodwill, and I didn't line the inside with anything, so it's really like flexible. Because I didn't want it to be too thick. So I didn't sew any of this stuff on, I just hot glued everything together. So it is 2 layers of this type of fabric, and I still don't know what kind of fabric this is. But yeah, on top right here I have this beautiful, like, I don't know what kind of trim this is, but it looks like crochet trim with some satin ribbons woven in the middle. And then this stamped image right here is actually, let me see if I could grab it real quick. It's a Unity stamp, and it's this right here, Phyllis Harris stamps, and I thought this was so cute. It's a good size, so she's a good size. One of the cuter, I don't know, I don't think she has a name or anything, but I guess that's the item number, PH1026A. But yeah, it's one of the cuter, what do you call those? Character stamps, I guess. I mean, I like those magnolia stamps and all that, but I only have one, I haven't really used it. So I stamped the girl on the same type of fabric as the card with some coffee colored archival ink. And then for the heart she's holding, I just dabbed some Tattered Angels, I think it's Tattered Rose colored, what do you call those? Tattered Angel sprays, yeah. Glimmer Mist, yeah. So I was scared that it was gonna bleed, but it didn't. So this fabric is pretty good for coloring with like liquidy type of mists if you want like precise coloring. But anyway, I just cut around the edge of her, and then I placed her on top of this applique right here, which I cut out from this large trim. That. So yeah, I just cut out like this part right here, and I put her on top. And on the applique, I I distressed it a tiny bit with some vintage photo distressing. It's really hard to tell, but it's really white actually, and if you want to compare, you see that? And I also sprayed it with some Old Lace Glimmer Mist. And then down here, I just have this pretty Prima flower that I sprayed and painted, and I put a button in the middle. Beautiful button. I made a flower. I rolled up a flower with some of the burlap trim that Beverly has in her store, and it's like in an ivory color. And then I just put one of her flat back pearls in the middle. And then right here I used her shabby rosette or shabby flowers in a nude color. And then to play it down a little bit, I just put this lace trim right here. It's like a row of this oval right here, and it's a trim. And then I just put some bling over it. And then one of my favorite laces is this Webster's Pages. Like, it's pretty sparkly actually. It has some sort of tinsel woven into it. But yeah, that's from the Piece by Piece as well. And then I just have some bling that my fellow Piece by Piece designer Joanne gave me when I went up to visit her in Canada. So yeah, I just cut them apart and placed them in various places. And then in the inside, I did not put any paper or anything because you could actually write on this, but I think, you know, it is kind of hard because it is fabric. But I think maybe I would just tear some paper and put in there. But I like it as is right now, and I might even just give it away, like, you know, just write it on the fabric, my message. And then I also made another fabric card, and this one I actually did line with some white felt in the center, so it does have some structure in it. It's pretty cute and simple. I like it a lot because I really do like the design on this fabric. I got it from Goodwill again. I gotta say that Seattle has the best Goodwills. Down here in California, I can never find anything. But so up here I lined the top right here. It looks kind of like a banner with this beautiful lace. I don't know if it's like Venice or Guipure lace, but it's this right here. And I went over it lightly with some Victorian Velvet Distress ink. And then I went and added some of Beverly's flatback pearls on top. And down here I used some of her scallop trim. I know it's a Maya Road brand, but she has it in her store. And I lightly went over that with Victorian Velvet. And this right here is from a Kaisercraft stamp set for the True Romance collection, and I used the same fabric as I did for the card, this card right here. So I just stamped the Cherish sentiment with the archival ink, and then I went around the edges with some of that Victorian Velvet. I used some of these what do you call these sprays, Beverly? I'm sorry. Yeah, these crystal flower sprays with the green leaves, and then the dove right here. She has these doves in her store as well. The dove is really dimensional, but it still was not a like a mission to like put this on. It stuck on pretty well, and I mean, if you held it upright, it still looks, you know, you could tell what it is, but it's very dimensional. You see that? So I thought this was a really cute and simple card. I was trying to go like really like pale, like go with pale colors. I try to pale this, you know, kind of you know, play this down with some of that vintage white distress paint on this flower, but it still kind of stands out, but it's not vivid. So I really do like the way these two cards came out, and the birthday card and the box top that I made for my boyfriend's mother. So I hope you guys all enjoyed my projects, and let's see, I am in the process actually of making something for a friend's 20th anniversary. It's like they're having some sort of event somewhere, but I have to make the card box, and I have an awesome idea for a card box. But anyway, sorry for rambling, But thank you all for watching and have a good day. Bye.